Welcome to Earth and Space Science Reference Table Review. Today we're going to look at page 12, Global Tectonic Activity of the last 1 million years. First thing, we're going to look at this map and note the coordinate direction on this map. So the top of our map, it's going to be our north halves over here, right? So on the above the equator. And then on the bottom, we will have our south hemisphere represented here. And then on the side, on the right, we'll have east. This is our eastern hemisphere. And then again, on the left side, we'll have our western hemisphere. What else do we have on this map? We have key on the bottom. That's going to help us figure out what each symbol represents. We have some degrees here, 45 degrees, labeled for us on north and south side. We also have 90 degrees labeled for us on east and west side as well. At each key. First one we have here is a divergent plate boundary. Arrows pointing two different directions, which means plates are pulling away, going different directions. What we also see here is some of the minor transform faults on this diagram. On the bottom, we're going to see how fast this tectonic plate boundary spreads. So it is centimeters per years, and directions are approximately. So this is, for example, in this particular diagram, we have 7.4 centimeters per year, which means every year I have 7.4 centimeters. So if I want to know how many centimeters going to be in 10 years, I'll just have to multiply that number by 10. This particular boundary right here, we have a mid-Atlantic ridge that is spreading out at different rates at different locations. The East Pacific ridge, again, right here. We have some divergent plate boundaries here. So basically, we're looking at any locations on this map. They have these divergent arrows pointing opposite different directions. We have Indian Ocean Ridge here. The next plate boundary here we see is a convergent plate boundaries. Convergence starts with CO, coming together. So CO's prefix usually stands for together. So we have convergent, coming together. Here's the arrows pointing towards each other. We have a subducting plate and we have overriding plate. Remember, subducting plate, like a submarine going under, the overriding plate, right? Overriding is going to be going over or on top of it. Here's some of the examples of convergent plate boundaries here in Pacific plate, Philippine plate interactions here. We have some convergent plate boundaries right here with the tallest mountains in the world, where the two continental plates collide here in India and Eurasia. We have some convergent plate boundaries in Sandwich plate. Convergent plate boundaries here on this side of the map and along the Alaska here, along the South America, Peru-Chile Trench, and things like that. So just looking for the specific symbol for convergent plate boundary. Next type of boundary, we have a transform plate boundary. Transform plate boundary is sliding past each other. So if one is going left, the other one is going right. We have this famous one in the United States. It's San Andreas Fault boundary. And basically anywhere we see this symbol for transform plate boundary. We have a whole bunch of them here. Eurasian plate. Okay. Just be careful because the symbols are very small. So we're looking for these symbols with the arrows pointing, one pointing up, one pointing down. Right, what else do we have here? We have some major active fault or fault zone. Remember, fault is like a crack in the rock. We have some normal fault key for our map. Okay, we have some, we're going to see these hatchers or lines indicating normal fault. We also have some uncertain plate boundary where scientists are not sure what kind of boundary is located there, and they're indicated by this dotted line in the map. Here are some examples. Is Baikal Rift in Russia, have some uncertain plate boundaries in the United States, and so on. All right, good luck studying. Make sure you are checking each boundary carefully, and make sure you are checking your latitude, longitude. Your scale for your map is located right here for kilometers and miles. And then make sure you're also reading very carefully the names of these plates that are moving, right? So Pacific plate here, Juan de Fuca plate, and so on. Right, good luck studying, and I'll talk to you again soon.